I did not yell. I did give a few. What the hell are you doing? I did give a few of them.
We know you a busy man, Kobe, so we gonna jump right to it, man.
I'm gonna say Zion Little.
Do it in a swing?
I'm sick and sick with it, vision and lift it. Listen, just picture it, spit and deliver it. The time froze, under current, how the grind flows. Wrist flicking, said the bezels, got a mind blown. You know how to drop beat, everything slow. You know how to drop beats and anything goes. Pull up to the spot, you might see the squad there. Pull up unannounced, then you might see your broad there. It's just seconds remaining, and I got the rock for the win while you're watching the shot clock. It's just seconds remaining, and I got the rock for the win. Thanks for watching the shot clock. The shot clock. You catch the shot clock every Sunday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m.
We never getting that $1 million.
What's up, G-Day?
Hey, man, what's going on, man?
Nothing much.
Drop my phone. And what's going on, everybody, man? G-Day Hoop Scout. We got a Dion fan. This is a shot 30 clock, man. Coming to you live and direct, man. First and foremost, I just want to thank everybody who's been on the playback side of the show. The playback side, we've been doing some numbers, so definitely appreciate that. Got a couple of people who are requesting that we just put the audio out as podcasts. Maybe, potentially, maybe. Yeah. So things looking good, man. On that YouTube side, if you want to be a power share and donate, man, hey, you can do that as well. I'm not saying that you have to do that, but that's just an option. My week was crazy. Crazy work week. Weekend was all right. Went up to the Gassos in Waco this weekend. Caught some action up there. A local team from Houston was playing Empire of the Prep, new school. They was up there playing as well. Just it was good to see, some of the kids from Dallas, some kids from Waco, seen some kids from San Antonio as well, and then the new imports to Houston. That's at Empire and Others Prep.
Shout out our former co-host Aunt Willis.
Yeah. How was your weekend, man?
Hey, me and the Wolf was out here. We had a little brunch, recorded a little girls basketball. I got to see some girls fall balls as I put together the rankings.
Okay.
Heard about some furniture moving. You don't like it. One of your favorites. Yeah, talk about it. And then today I went to pass the ball. They did the middle school girls kind of like all-star camp, like kids who played very well. They got them together in classes. So, just keeping my finger on the pulse of things. I see Sloan had his middle school thing. I'm very disappointed. He didn't hit me up and let me know because I did not know that this was this weekend. But, that's not a big deal. It's just be trying to see the kids when I can.
Right. Yeah.
Happiest of birthdays to our co-host Rob Carroll, who decided to take.
Yeah, man. Shout out Rob C, man. Enjoying his birthday weekend, man. Also, big shout out to my little brother Darius. It's his birthday as well today. Rap with him on the phone. He a big time 49ers fan, so we was talking about I was thanking him after I wished him happy birthday. First, I wished him happy birthday. Asked him how he doing, and I thanked him for his 49ers defense last weekend because that's my fantasy football defense. And then so we, start talking football and other stuff, and we had a fun time on the phone, man. So shout out to him as well, man. Rob, keep enjoying your break. Get off the show, man.
Yeah, don't turn your phone on at all. At all. Go blow your nose. That's what happens when you sneeze and you don't want to put the clothes on and you out here. My
Man,
bad.
Wolf, man.
Allergies is kick. Yep, hello. Go blow your nose. You know, and I kind of want to just gloss over this. You know, I just be, joking when I be telling y'all me and Grayson support y'all kids more than y'all. I got a couple of DMs like, man, we really appreciate y'all because, we ain't think about, you really do be up in the morning with a 4-year-old. I was like, bro, I'm not complaining. Like, I be out here doing stuff with my kid besides basketball. Like, me and Grayson got life outside of basketball, but Grayson on the girls' side, I put Grayson in the gym like around 10 o'clock. I didn't see Grayson until like 2 p.m. Nobody kidnapped him. It's just Grayson got his own set of friends in the gym as well. But with that being said, that was our weekend. We had a little espresso on top of that. So it was pretty chill, not nothing major. Got to see the youngest. I watched a lot of younger kids. Saw some dynamic freshmen.
Okay.
But let's talk about your Waco before I talk about that.
Like I said, Waco was cool, man. You put me on to a kid. I didn't know who the kid was. The kid LD, man, North Forney, super athletic, was catching alley oops, dunking on everybody. Didn't matter who it was, how tall they was. He didn't care. He
His
also
high school comp is Jace Posey. In case you haven't seen a lot of LD at North Forney, he's not really a big national kid, but freakishly athletic and doesn't diminish his game by no means necessary.
Oh, Mr. Yates, you can get on the show, man. Just let me know. I'll send you a message. I'll get your emails. Definitely get you on next week for sure.
I seen that boy Lil West behind the arc. He warming up, G-Day.
Hey, man, I'm excited for college basketball season, man. Get to watch, all these kids freshman year. A lot of kids who's going to make big impacts as freshmen, who a lot of people don't think they will. But from just talking, listening to some coaches talk,
you're gonna be talking your talk soon.
Yeah, y'all, all the haters they'll see, man. And I don't know, maybe it's because I'm getting older, maybe it's because just been watching a lot of basketball, but we're gonna start, shedding light on some of the bad, and not just all the good all the time, man. We got to be as transparent as possible. Like, we just got to keep it real.
Can I go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Give a sign of transparency. This is transparency. Last 2 weeks, I kind of been, zeroed in on a couple of top kids in the city. I was welcomed by those kids. I didn't approach those kids. They were interested in collabing on some things, and that's how I organically built a relationship with said kids. If anything that G-Day taught me early in basketball was never be a kid clout chaser. And I had to learn that because he used to tell me all the time, you're going to go record that shit for? You know what they finna do? Like, but it's a fine line and a balance between what my job is on letting you know the top recruits in the nation versus personal projects that I want to do to show you our creativity of our brand versus some games are clout chasing games that I care not to record. Like, and this is a testament to this. A lot of big games that you saw Extra Eyes Media have clips of were shot by Braylo, made by Braylo. Shout out Braylon.
Shout out Braylon.
See, look, yeah, Grayson. Grayson, we shooting live. We shooting live. With that being said, he shot Cooper Flag every session. I didn't care to shoot Cooper Flag, not because I didn't know that he wasn't good or some goofball named Dre McDonald out here was arguing with me on the timeline. Yeah. Shout out Dre. But nah, it's because that's my job versus what my I was out here trying to tell you about the next Cooper Flag. Rivers Knight at Team United. So what it's a fine balance. So I don't I was privy to a lot of information that I didn't go chasing. But I did happen to receive, and I wanted everybody else to receive it. And once again, salute those kids. Thank you to those families. And that's transparency. Because I didn't have to do that.
Yeah. Man, seen a lot of dirty fall ball basketball at Waco. Man, some of these kids is out here reckless right now. But it's mainly because they out of shape. It's a lot of kids who are out of shape right now. High school basketball kids.
And that's crazy to say considering we're playing more basketball year round. Like, what does that say to the testament of kids? Like, how are you playing more basketball and out of shape?
Yeah, I don't know. I was questioning that myself. Like, maybe you've been off maybe a month, maybe.
It's September the 17th. We stopped.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. Maybe
week after August the 5th. Like, what was y'all doing? Drinking Mai Tais?
Just seeing a lot of kids out of shape, a lot of bad basketball. And that's no knock on the Gasso itself. It's just that kids have to, if this is what you want to do, you got to take better care of yourself, your body, both physically and mentally. You just have to. If this is what you want to do, I'm not out here playing basketball, so back when I played sports, basketball, football, I took care of myself. You never said Jeffrey Day was out of shape until now when I'm 40 years old. Yeah, I'm out of shape.
Oh, when I felt out of shape? Getting up at 6 in the morning trying to go record.
That's just tired, man.
Yeah. Hey, no. I couldn't hit no squat. I couldn't hit no angle. I couldn't do nothing. Like, but I feel you. Keep talking about yeah, I feel you about that. Like, why they out of shape?
I don't know. That's what I was sitting there talking to Gas. I don't want to call him Gasso Tim. So Tim Littlefield. And we was just both like, man, like, is it me or are these kids? I was like, nah, it ain't you. They just, I don't know. Don't know. But like Mr. Yates just said, and we could bring on a lot of kids who like freshmen who going to college, and they tell you that the conditioning and strength training is no comparison to what they went through in high school at all. Because a lot of them wasn't prepared. A lot of them didn't work outside of the high school. So when you get those kids who are kind of the exception, who did work outside of high school, I'm talking about physically, mentally, it's a little bit easier and a little bit of easier transition for them as a freshman on the college campus versus those kids who never ever done it before, and they're puking their brains out, and they want to go home after the first 3 days, and classes ain't even started yet. I'm just talking about the conditioning stuff.
Them boys have
With the conditioning coach, not with the actual basketball coach. No assistant, no second assistant. I'm talking about you there with the conditioning coach. Putting in work. Semester has not started yet. And you be having kids who's already wanting to quit. But y'all think y'all gonna go to college and y'all out of shape in high school?
I thought somebody got into the portal because they couldn't do conditioning.
They did.
I forgot who that was, but
they did.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yep.
It's crazy.
And we seen kids quit because of the conditioning. Just quit. Period. I'm done. I'm gonna just go to school and be a student. But what's going on, Ken Ding? What's going on, Mr. Dudes? Laquita. Shout out to everybody else who I don't see name, who haven't made a comment yet. Shout all y'all out, man. Once again, I'm gonna keep saying this as throughout the show. Appreciate on the playback side. So like after the live ends, we've been doing really good numbers as far as the playback, like people going back and watching the show. Like better numbers than we have any season so far. So, I just want to shout y'all out, the people for sharing the show, and the people who's going back and playing back. And then also, I said it earlier, we've had a couple of people ask us to kind of do this as more like a podcast. So release just an audio version on like Apple Podcasts, Spotify. And we may do that. That's something that we'll have to discuss. But if we do, it will be later in the week. It's not going to be like right after the show. Because we still want y'all to come on here and watch our interactions, watch us be silly, watch the arguments, you see our facial expressions, all that. But yeah, we definitely appreciate you guys. College will make you or break you. Like, sit dead serious. It's no joke. It doesn't matter what sport you play. It's tough, and that's where that mental aspect kicks in real quick for people. It's a real wake up call. Go ahead, G Dot. My bad, man.
No, you good. We could probably maybe put a season on, like how Netflix backdates a season.
Mm-hmm.
So don't put the current season on. Just put previous seasons on, so people can go back and listen to those. Maybe, But hey, Mr. H, you plugged in. I know you got AD1 kids on your text thread. All them kids. Oh, what's up, Big O? That's Big O and Lil O.
That's Big O.
Lil O having a ball. I seen them on the ground. Not in a bad way. Like, no, he got his.
He just enjoyed college outside of the sports.
He chose right. See what happened when you choose what's for you. Like, dog, you know how many kids depressed right now? Bro, like the social media usage is down for the freshmen. Like, I be having to go to pages and search, like, oh, okay, they still on here. They just not on here no more. Like, it's crazy. Like, but if you push through that, you're gonna get everything you deserve.
No, that's true. That's true. Definitely, like what Ye said, you gotta love the process, man. And Mr. Horton Sr. said he's definitely, doing very well at PV. And PV was a blessing, man.
Oh, you know how hard it is to like get your child to college and then be able to go see your child at college? Like, Big O only what? That's gas money, right? There's some parents out here that gotta take flights. Like, it's the small things I think we lose in some of this like BS that we really be arguing about. But it's the small things. Like, it makes life more conducive because things are affordable. Like, You know, if you need toilet paper, I can Amazon Prime you some toilet paper.
Yep.
You know, like I think we kind of lose, but I hope all the guys win. I hope they all successful.
No, I do too. Same here. Um, I have a nephew. He's a junior red shirt. Matter of fact, just transferred to Bowling Green. Well, he transferred this season. He'll be at Bowling Green. He was at Central Florida. Um, and it took a minute. And now this is speaking to Yates, uh, Big West saying you gotta love the process. Like he thought he was a dude. Top 150 on Rivals. Went to Central Florida freshman year. Was upset because the coach was going to redshirt him, and I told him, man, you really gotta be in love with this game. He took his red shirt, put in the work freshman year. Still, maybe only seen maybe like 2 minutes a game. Still feeling a little frustrated, and my simple reminder was always, you gotta love the game. You could quit whenever you want to, but that's just showing me that you don't love this game. Are you chasing what you thought you was in high school? Or we out here to try to get scholarships. We out here to do things that our parents wasn't able to do. And so that's what my reminder to him. Then last year, sophomore season, he had a pretty solid season. Was like 7th man for Central Florida. Averaged like 4 or 5 points a game. He decided to hop in the transfer portal. Took a gamble on himself, ended up at Bowling Green, and now he's finally loving it. And he's not a guaranteed starter or anything like that, but sometimes you have to fight through it, and a lot of kids are willing to give up very quickly instead of fighting through. You got to fight through it sometimes, and that's just a message that I wanted to relate to a lot of kids out here. You got to fight through. Everything ain't gonna be easy. It may have been easy for you in middle school. You may have been the dude. You may have been doing high school, but you get to college, everybody's a dude. Everybody's just as good or a little bit better than you are. And so just imagine going to the pros, like them the dudes, like them the super dudes, like
the super dudes.
Yeah. You got anything else before I hit this recruiting update, man? Just get in shape, y'all, man. Fall in love with the game over and over again.
Turn up the recruiting.
All right, so
bro, for Slightly Stone, dude, he is hilarious every time he pop up out of nowhere. Like, and we good in Silsby, so I love. Hey, appreciate you. Keep coming. Whoa, hold on, that's a squirrel on a. Oh, that's a little taxi. We got some. Hey, just keep that vibe over there.
But nah, recruiting update real quick. Last week we talked about Jared Harris being on his official visit at Memphis. As soon as we got off the show, the baller plug was like, man, hey, he canceled all the rest of his visits, man. And I'm like, no, he didn't, man. And then next thing we know, he committed to Memphis, man. Shout out Jared Harris. Sometimes when you fall in love with it, with the school, the recruitment process, and you feel like this is it for me, this is the spot, this is where I need to be, I can see myself fitting in. Hey, sometimes we make those decisions. So, shout out to that young man.
We got off the show at 9:35. That boy posted that at like 10:50 Eastern time. And then Tipton had to edit on the timeline by 8 a.m. It is chess, not checkers, bro. Like, was on the line. Like Penny told Jared, hey, Once a Tiger, always a Tiger. It never dawned on me. Silsby Tiger, Memphis Tiger. Until like one of the kids said, I was like, oh, I'd have signed too. Once a Tiger, always a Tiger. Oh, he meant that for me. Penny made that for me. Like, but love to see the guy. We got another kid over there, Ashton Hardaway. Shout out him. Interested to see what he gonna do this year, and then Jared there next year. It's tough. Memphis doing that thing. Shout out to them. What you got, G-Day?
We definitely will keep Jared Harris in our prayers. Didn't know that, Big A Snakes, man.
Lord.
Definitely will keep him in our prayers, him and his family. Asking the Lord to comfort them the only way that he knows how. Words can never express it. Even if you've gone through it, like, I've lost grandmothers, sisters, grandfathers, but still, even though you've been through, you can't express how they're feeling or what they're going through, man. So just praying that the Lord provides them the comfort that they need as a family and individually, because everybody had their own individual relationship as well. So y'all make sure y'all keep Jared Harris and his family in y'all prayers, man. It's always tough when you lose a loved one, for real. Definitely is. Yeah, we know y'all had squad, Big O, man.
Hey, I met y'all with the Bentley. Hey, I met Big O and Franklin together. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, graciousness. Allergies medicine is done and the CVS was calling.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
If you need to go grab it, you can, man.
They closed. Like I don't even know. It's 7:30 on the Sunday. You know where I stay, the CVS don't be open late.
I know, man.
You know.
I know.
Yeah, well, they had the Bentley with the 24s. I was like, tough. And they were clean. Like, you know how you be like, look good, play good?
Mm-hmm.
Them boys had like 4 sets of uniforms. It was like the first AAU team I seen like with different stuff to go on the road to go to like nationals. Respect.
Excuse me, yeah. Shout out Jared Harris on his commitment. Some other kids who picked up some offers. College coaches have been throughout the city all week. Going to high school, to all of the practice and the workouts that the teams have been having. They're what's it called? The what periods again?
Viewing period.
No. At high school, with athletic period, boy. That's because we don't have that back in Illinois. There's no such thing as an athletic period. So,
really?
Yeah. So shout out, yeah.
When y'all practice for basketball?
When school is over, and you got to share the gym.
See,
because a lot of us only got one gym.
See,
so if it's volleyball and girls basketball, you got to share the gym. So sometimes we wouldn't practice until 8:30 at night, 8:30 to 10.
That's crazy. Different states got different things to make kids better. If you
college coaches have been all throughout the city. Go ahead.
If you're in Chicago and see this message, it's a special place called Bel Air High School. It's new facilities. You come in, get some shots up. We got athletic period. Just putting that out there. The brand. Only the strongest survive in Illinois. Yep.
Hey, man, no athletic periods.
And Ken Dean, you was trying to send my boy Eric back.
Yeah, a lot of schools only got one gym. And these gyms ain't big either. They they be tiny.
Now I was in the Matchbox.
Man, yes.
Bro, don't worry. Like we just got something nice, bro. We was ice skating on on dirt at Bel Air the last 6 years before that. Like, so
Yeah, but y'all get field houses though. Like,
y'all ain't got that neither.
no.
Where y'all hooping at? In the same gym y'all practice in?
Yes.
God bless you. But that's what makes for atmosphere and crowd though. So
I mean, it do.
that's what made
That's why people be standing on the court. Yeah.
Eddie Curry document. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie, bro.
Yeah,
That
that's
Eddie
why people be standing on the
documentary had
court.
me
Yeah.
thinking he was gonna be the best big man since Kareem. That boy, Eddie Curry is just a good man.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good man. Like,
Yeah, Big West, we had that rule too. So if you wasn't a football player, you had to run cross country.
might need to bring that back. He might need to bring. I don't know. Some schools still do that though. Like, I don't know. I think it's just I don't know. I say this. I don't think kids should be solitary sport playing kids.
No, you definitely should not play one sport.
Like even in high
especially
school,
at a young age. Go ahead.
yeah, even at high school, like I don't think you need to decide until your sophomore year. Like, okay, now what we gonna put? You know, you didn't play tennis, you was in the band,
No
football,
ban.
basketball, you done that all year for till you got to the 9th grade. 10th grade, one more year. Now we're gonna pick maybe two. And we're gonna focus on those two that you think you can go to the next level in. But
What's going on, Coach Woods? But yeah, I was one of them kids. Football, basketball, baseball. I don't think I ever shared the story. Hey, playing shortstop on varsity as a freshman that's a little different. It scared me.
you was in the hot spot though.
Hey, I quit
Hey,
though.
no,
After
it's
10
no
games.
off.
I'm talking about the ball hit one of them little dirt rock pebbles. I'm getting down to get ready to get it, hit it, pop me right in the face. I was like, oh, I'm done. Nope. No.
Hold on. That's how you was approaching ground balls in high school?
No, I had my glove down. It was rolling.
Okay. It just took a funny hop.
It had like one of them little pebble dirt. We ain't have no groundskeepers, none of that. We was playing on softball fields, so it wasn't like no grass to kind of slow it down some.
I got you. You
Just
pure
a little
philosophy.
different, man.
You out here. I got you, G Day. I got you. I don't know, bro. Like, yeah. Maybe it could go back to kids not playing multiple sports. That's why they're not in good condition. And then they half-assing it on the court every time. You can't half-ass it, and think you're gonna push your body.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Dudes, I played running back. I was a running back. And a little bit of linebacker. But yeah, I wasn't always this big, y'all, man. Hey. I wasn't always this big. Other kids who picked up offers this week. Nathan Law picked up offers at St. Thomas Episcopal. He picked up offers from Army and Air Force. John LeBoy picked up offers from Lamar. Joshua Areola at the Woodlands Christian picked up an NAIA offer from Friends. Ashton Simmons cut his list down to 4 schools. Shout out Ashton. Grand Canyon, Wichita State, Utah, TCU. Where you think you going? Mr. Yates, you gotta sit this one out because you probably know the answer. What's your guess? We took a guess last time.
I mean, I'm gonna be wrong, but I'm just gonna say it because that's the mood I'm in. I'm gonna choose Grand Canyon.
Party City, baby.
They got the bread, bro. Like, what y'all don't realize?
That's Party City right now.
They got the bread out
They
there.
do.
Like, And
They do got money.
I'm not talking like as in K can't go play wherever. You know, like I'm talking as in like if I'm a kid and I want to go play some good basketball and see something different, like Grand Canyon, Grand Canyon. But the insiders will tell you it's something different. What you got, G Day? You the insider.
No, I'm not an insider. I was gonna pick Grand Canyon, but since you picked them, I'm gonna pick something different.
That's crazy, Ken Dean. Why you pick Grand Canyon?
I'm gonna
And
say Utah.
hey, what I tell y'all about the nice people of Utah?
You did.
What I tell you about the night? Hey, depending on when he took the visit, they could have got him, could have swooped him up.
Yeah,
Hey,
so
I don't. Where does he fit at TCU? He's definitely a Mike Miles type for sure. He got
mm-hmm.
he got the stones. I don't I don't know. I don't know. Is Grand Canyon gonna realign and go big conference too?
I don't see that's the question. I don't know.
He might be smarter than all of us.
I don't know. I don't. They may be joining
Cause think
the
about
the
I want
Pac-12, Pac-10, whatever they're gonna be called now.
I'm gonna put a sticky note in that. We're gonna still continue to discuss K, but we're gonna put a sticky note in realignment.
No, that's Ashton, not Kate.
Ashton, I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
apologize. My bad. My bad. My bad, BMT. Don't crucify me. Um, with that being said, I, I don't know. That's a good one. I think that's a good kept secret. Like when I don't have no inkling, no idea, like I think that's a good kept secret. That means you did something right in your recruiting.
Mm-hmm.
The last thing you want somebody to know is that's where you gonna go, and then they just go take the spot for no reason. Don't try to take my NIL from Grand King.
No, I know.
What
I know. Chris Catchings at Marshall picked up an offer from Air Force, as well as Christian Umanu at Clear Creek picked up the offer from Air Force. Wesley Stalling, 6'10", St. Pius picked up an NAI offer from Ozarks. Deidre Fikes, 6'6", from Davis, picked up an offer from Newman up in Kansas. There, D2, the Newman Jets. Nigel Walls and John Clark both picked up offers from Kansas State this week as well. And that's pretty much it for your recruiting update. With the military academy, this is just PSA. Um, a lot of times, well, not a lot of times, those kids they do prep years when they get those military offers. So, like the Army, Navy, Air Force, they all have prep schools. VMI as well, Virginia Military Institution. They have prep schools and they play in a prep league with other kids who are doing post grad years at various schools. And so they kind of use that year to kind of let those kids develop and also to make up their mind because once you decide that this is where I'm going, like military, you got to sign a contract. And I'm talking about not a year to year scholarship contract like you do at any other school. I'm talking about a 6-year contract, a 6-year military contract. So once you in, you in. Unless you're going to get like a dishonorable discharge, and that's not something that you want on your record. Um, so it's a big decision when going. Go ahead, G Dot.
and it's worked out for certain kids. And,
It's working.
and DJ Nussbaum, Cool's Elite,
Mm-hmm.
Chance Perkins,
Yep.
the hoops. What's my boy
Austin Benini
Austin Benini? They
is at
Army Navy.
Navy.
They played
Yep,
together.
Austin Benini at Navy. Ethan Taylor, he was at Spring Branch Memorial. He's at Air Force, I think senior year this year.
What's Chris Whatchamadiggity from Westbury Christian?
Well, Felix, he did the prep year, and then
But
he went to a JUCO
that's what I'm
afterwards.
breaking up. Sometimes it don't work, and
Yeah.
sometimes that's why they send you there. So
Mm-hmm.
you don't be 18 and just be like, oh yeah, because they going to war these days. I just want to put that out there. It's war outside. So just think about like you might mess around and get good at the Air Force Academy and have to go to war. Crazy. I don't like so I agree with the process that they go through with that because think about it when you're 18 and you're stressed, you definitely gonna sign with somebody that maybe may not be a good fit, right? Like imagine like and no disrespect to the military institutions, but like imagine going to a school and then you get in there and you like, nah, this not for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because on top of basketball in school, you still got to do your core duties.
Yep.
Like y'all don't be on time for AAU games. How y'all gonna be on time for the military? I don't want y'all protecting me, not me and Grayson, not me and the Wolf. Y'all can stay home for that.
Why did you say me and you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Wolf be ready to jump into conversations, man.
He really want to. He really want to get in front of it.
Look, what you say?
I'm trying to steal for him. I'm gonna have to steal for him.
When did he learn?
No, see, you can't say that and then I say no, and then people think I treat you bad.
What's that, G?
What's up, Wolf, man? How you doing?
Good.
You doing good?
Yes.
Okay.
Go watch
That's
some-
good.
Hey,
All right.
Booty.
Before we get to the preseason jam, high school duos. This is something that me and the baller plug talked about at Girls TABC. And I was just running it by him, just like a kind of like, man, this would be dope if we could put this together. Which we were going to. We're going to, but this one is going to be more so for a fan, like a fan base type thing that we're going to do and let all the high school kids vote on it on Twitter and all that. So what we're going to do, we got 16 teams, not 16 high schools, but 16 teams. So what it is a boy and a girl duo that both go to the same high school. So like whoever like top boy at the school, whoever's the top girl at the school, put them on the same team. And we're gonna pull this off. And then we're gonna have them versus another top kid versus another top kid from another team. I don't know what we're gonna go to as far as points yet and all that, game to 10 by ones or whatnot. But it's gonna be. I think this is gonna be interesting and fun. But I'm gonna just run down the teams to y'all real quick. We're gonna put it up on Twitter just for the fans to vote. But at the end of the high school season, we're gonna come right back to this. We're gonna talk to the kids and we're gonna make this something fun, something entertaining, man, something different, something new. And so here we go. So Summer Creek High School. We got Bryson Weefall and Sakar Perkins, a brother and sister duo. Tough. That's tough.
Rutgers commit.
Episcopal. You got Justin Bay and Miara O'Neal. That's tough.
Miara just did a unofficial to Florida, and Justin is committed to George Mason.
That's a tough duo though.
Yeah, because you really got, but it's crazy because they both gonna shoot the 3-ball. But the crazy part is Barry gonna try to body you in the paint now. Like he gonna try to rise up and dunk on you. So like it's all about matchups, right? And exploiting your matchup.
Seven Lakes, we got AJ Bates and Maddie Carlton.
and there's a reason why Maddie Carlton's name is there and not Justice Carlton, but we're not gonna bring up no HIPAA violations. Maddie Carlton is equally as good as Justice Carlton at the same age as Justice Carlton. Maybe not right now, but at that same age, equally as good. Um, might be a little bit taller than AJ right now, which is crazy to say on the girls' side. But very efficient players. They know what their bucket, their bread and butter is. Both EYBL kids and EYBL families as well. Like they're always at every game. Like so, I think that pairing is more of a. These are kids that's played high level basketball since a young age. So it's gonna be very, very. You're gonna have to be surgical to beat them because they're not gonna beat themselves.
Side Springs, we got Stony Hadnot and Isla McDowell.
Baby KD with Kenyon Martin.
Another tough matchup. Pasadena Memorial, you got Robert Miller and Gwen McGrew.
This might be the unicorn matchup of all because they are special in their own right and they get hot. The devil couldn't stop them. Robert Miller, he's a freak of nature athletically. Gwen McGrew can shoot it from the parking lot. Like G-Day, you said go ahead. Tell the people what you think about.
She can shoot it. She definitely got strapped.
And she just completed her unofficial at U of H this weekend. So just to let you know what kind of caliber Gwen McGrew is.
From Houston Christian, we got Montana Wheeler and Kayla Phillips.
Champions personified. Both coming off championship seasons in the SPC. Kayla Phillips is a two-time champion. Lesser known of the trio that was just recently there. Logan Johnson, who graduated to Texas Tech. Deasia Thomas, who's at Georgia Tech right now. But she was the anchor. She was the anchor on defense. She was the anchor when one went down. So she's taking on the torch. That's her program now. And Montana Wheeler. We saw what he did in SPC. Like him, Coach Crandall, Carter Siegler, Chris Adlam, Harrison Beacon, our guy that just graduated. He's at Howard Payne, right?
Yep.
I'm missing somebody. Who else was on that Houston Christian thing? Oh, CJ Barnes.
CJ Barnes.
That they were a team. Like, two could have a bad night, but if the other two were on, Coach Crandall and Coach Wheeler and Coach Mars. Coach Mars is really my guy. Y'all don't really know how much he's looked at me from the beginning. Shout out him. He's a pro's pro, so that's why that program moves how it moves and is consistent every year.
Legacy School of Sports Science, we got Adam Pooh Coates, true freshman, and new Allen.
This is the new kids on the block. They don't belong here, but they have a skill set that's gonna make you say, okay, I see the vision. Nunu is a sophomore, plays 16U EYBL. New transfer to Legacy. I guess I could say she's unpacked her bags. Now, I guess.
Yeah, school been in session for almost for 4 weeks now. So
yeah. And then you got Adam Pooh Coates, who really broke out for me at Sloan's OTR event. He was on one leg and still was better than half y'all kids. And that's no disrespect, but I got the tape to prove it, and G-Day do too. So argue with your mama. And if you the mama, argue with your husband. So those are the new kids on the block. I think they deserve to be here. What they lack in inexperience, they make up in raw talent.
No, definitely. Another Episcopal duo, Jaquil and Emery Hope.
Y'all might say this isn't fair for one school to have all that talent, but basketball is not fair. And those two kids One is a lethal 3-point assassin, and Emery Holt just came up short in the championship game against said Houston Christian. Had 20 in that game when Miara fouled out, went down late in the game, still held her own, was shooting it from the WNBA 3-point line as well. And what can we say about Mr. Jaquil? Overtime legend, OSL for a year, coming back home to link up with Beg to run it back. They're looking to dethrone Houston Christian in Montana. And
on both sides, boys and girls.
yeah. So SPC has a lot of drama, but Jaquil might be the most athletically gifted. Like, I give Dre a lot of flack, but Dre definitely taught me this. Sometimes you got to have God gifts, and Jaquil has God gifts. And if you don't believe me, ask Ken Dean and what he saw in that Bel Air gym a couple of Wednesdays ago.
SPC, y'all supposed to be in Houston for the championships, man. I need to know something. That's where y'all supposed to be. Y'all gotta let me know something. I definitely want to pull up. Cinco Ranch, you got Prince Bonham Jones and Anaya Foy.
We're gonna tag team this one, G-Day. Pause. I'm gonna let you go first with Prince Bonham Jones.
Prince, tough guard, plays both sides of the ball. We seen last year, just sparks of, his scoring prowess with Cinco Ranch. But then you also seen him sometimes, kind of, play the Robin role. If he is willing to, not willing, this year, there's no Josh Lynn in there no more. He was a senior who took a lot of shots. I can't think of the other senior that was there last year. Also, so those guys are gone. You're the man now. And so it's going to be really interesting to see what him and his younger brother, Dylan, that's another true freshman who played really good at OTR and as well as the Rice camp that we seen that everybody was kind of asking who he was. It's going to be interesting to see what that duo does. And we'll also get to see them at the PreSeason JAM. So we'll talk about that a little later.
And I'm new to the Prince Bonham Jones fan club. I got to see him at G-Day, the events run together. He was at OTR too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, got to see him there. Like what I saw. Would love to see more. That was just a sample package. So that's why I let the well-versed person, because he put me on to him in the first place. What I saw from him, I wanted to nickname him PBJ because he was smooth and he was sticky as a guard. But Anaya Foy, a legend in her own right, got that U of H offer in the 8th grade before she even went to school her 8th grade year. And in girls basketball, that's normal. But for me at that time, it wasn't. I'm grateful for that family trusting me with her evolution on the media side. And she's top 30 in the country. She could go get you a bucket from different places on the floor. On the outside looking in at the McDonald's game, but she's at the door. Like, I don't want y'all, she's not 50, but 30, trying to get to 24, But with that,
she a junior though, right?
she's a junior.
Yeah.
They all babies, G.
It seemed like it's just because
babies.
Been knowing her for so long. It just seems like she's not a junior, but I had to make sure she was a junior.
Like, you gotta realize, like, in the cycle we're in now, like, we met most of these people with masks on.
I mean, that's true.
Like, I've known Anaya and Isla since they were 7th graders, respectively. Like, it's crazy because it's just like time flies. Like, and then you're like, oh, they still got another year to terrorize and put up buckets. Like, we don't realize how blessed we are with the talent we do have. But definitely played at a high level on 17U EYBL. But yeah, who we got next?
Langham Creek with Air Canada, Tyrus Raythan Mays, and Heather Bayman.
Scrappy. Shout out Heather Bayman and Langham Creek because they came to the original Unicorn warm up. So we've been watching Heather ball, and congratulations on her newly commitment to Texas State basketball. So
Mm-hmm.
that's how tough Heather is. Scrappy, a lead guard, a dog. You're not gonna take her. But I watched her hoop on Friday and carry her team in fall ball on Saturday morning. Like, so definitely a true competitor. And Tyrus Mays. Who has a better stock riser summer than him? Sometimes you got to go where the pieces fit, and he made a good decision. For him, they balled out at Cools, and now he's a utility knife that I'm excited to see what he does in high school because that Cools team was really really good, but I think he still has like an unlocked level to where like we're gonna be like, oh, he catching bodies now. Like, can shoot the three ball inside, outside. Love what Jason. I'm not gonna say his last name. Jason T from the Woodlands. Jason T. My peoples love what they did over there. Um, but yeah, definitely got to watch a lot of Air Canada. So wish nothing but the best. And I think those two matched up just like what they're the Lobos, right? Tough, scrappy.
Yeah.
That is there. Do you look up the definition and those two kids fit that definition?
Next up, we do got a 409 for you, Mr. Dudes. Silsby, we got Jared Harris and Monica Botley. We got a 409 duo for you. I know it's not Kendall Sneed because she don't. We just try to stick with the same high schools. So Monica Botley and Jared Harris. We already know about Jared, so we could just talk about Monica.
It's crazy because I would watch Monica go killing the girls and not know her brother was a killer as well for the boys. So like one day it just like clicked one day and I was like, y'all brother and sister? And it makes so much sense because like her brother doesn't get the attention Draylon and Jared gets, but he's the heart and soul. Like when they tripping, he gonna step to them and tell them, "Hey, y'all tripping. Like get your head in the game, right?" And she does the same thing for Silsby. She puts them on their back. They were ranked all year last year in the plug girls power rankings. They might have missed a couple, but playoff team, true leader, and a bucket getter. Like you think you getting buckets. She get buckets. Like so definitely a get bucket city, a get bucket mentality. And it's just something about that Silsby, man. Like they ride hard for each other.
A-Leaf Taylor, you got Nathan Congola and Tally Gray.
You want to go first?
Nathan's a big, Nathan's a big guard. He's another kid since 6th, 7th grade who would contact me once a week and beg me to come film his games. At I don't even remember what school he went to in A-Leaf Middle School, but he used to once a week he would contact me, ask me to come
You know how
film
the
his games.
A-League kids is G-Day when they see somebody with a camera. He missed it. You know how they are.
Yeah, but he's last year had a big junior season. Took a team who nobody predicted to make the playoffs. Led the team in almost every statistical category there is. He was guarding Jace Posey. What's the kid from Shadow Creek? Last year, who was the big last year at Shadow Creek? Chase Kane. Like he was guarding Chase Kane. Like these are because they're in his district. And so these are the guys he had to guard. And he did really well on them. And, stole a game from Strake last year. Almost beat Shadow Creek twice. He's just tough. He's a competitor. Really good IQ, can shoot, finish above the rim, really strong, really physical guard, man.
Well, it runs over there in A Leaf Taylor. I met Tally like when she was like in the 6th grade, and she was already 5'11". Like sometimes I really want y'all to know it don't take a whole bunch of watching basketball for me to know, because sometimes it's right there in your face, and sometimes people don't want to believe it. She was 5'11" in the 6th grade, so I knew she was gonna either be something or she was gonna be on the volleyball court soon enough. But kept watching her, and then boom, 6'3". Boom, works with C-Say from our boy Ansu at PSU, player development. He gave her a post game that's probably her and Zakar battle, and that's just because I respect Ben and C-Say so much, and they're the same people because they hung out together and they trained a lot together. So they got the same game, but they're different players because they express their game different. But they're both 6'3". And I'm not even gonna compare. She's 6'3", she could shoot the 3 ball, and then she'll bang you up on the inside. Right. Led A-Leaf Taylor the last 2 years in rebounding and scoring. Really is just a baby. Don't really know how good she can be. And I'm gonna say this here because they don't really watch the show, but her mama gonna probably catch me and check me when she hear if somebody tell her. But if they didn't just focus on playing like 17s her whole high school career and just went, I think her development would have been a lot more less heartbreaking, right? You know how when you're younger and you play with older kids and everybody knows you're good, but the numbers doesn't really reflect it? I just think like she played her age group, she 20 and 10, and it's easy. But because they played up, and don't get me wrong, playing up helped her go be the girl at A-Leaf Taylor. Cause she the girl. She know the doubles, the triples coming. She passing out the post. She's talented. Gonna get everything she deserves, but you know what I like to say, greater later, G-Day. Greater later. Who she is now is not who she's gonna be after her last summer. So there's still some evolution in the game, but you give me her and a hard worker, they're gonna go get buckets.
Shout out to Monica Bodley. She won homecoming queen Friday night, man. Shout out, man.
So hey, bro, hey. I bet you, LaMarcus was telling everybody you better vote for my sister. You know? Say, hey, you ever seen somebody on crutches that scare you? Because he was out for the game, but I felt that he was in the game, like EA Sports. That's my dog, bro. I got a story. I gotta wait until after he graduated that I could tell it. Because he did at TABC, he was a sicko. And in a good way, because nobody was hurt. But hey, my boy is a sick but you need one of them.
You do need one on the team.
Got the Rodman vibe, but he can play basketball. He's 3-and-D. He's a multi-talented kid. And he said he real on that track. That's crazy. I was tired listening. He was like, yep, I play basketball, football, track. I was like, all of that. It's hot in Texas.
Next up, we got Hightower, Milton Rice, and Madison Bob. Milton, another big stock riser this year. Coach Woods tried to tell us last year. The baller plug tried to tell us last year. A lot of us wasn't listening. Milton ended up getting MVP of the district last year. He hooped. Had a really good summer. He's more athletic than what he already was. Handle has gotten better. Shot has gotten better. Decision making, the IQ of the game. You could tell the game slowed down for him. So it's going to be really interesting to see what he does this senior campaign for the Hurricanes. Madison Bob.
Y'all know I love Milton because he goes about his business. He don't be crying about no rankings. I'm a politic right here for Milton before I get to Madison.
Man, I wish I could delete Rob's comment. Go ahead, bro.
But Rob, right though, a hidden gem, but he shouldn't be hidden because somebody not doing their job in the coach.
Let me get on my Rob for a minute. America. That's all y'all in the comment section, right? If y'all off of work, right? So this is work. It's fun work, but if y'all off on vacation, y'all still gonna call everybody, hey, man, what y'all doing at work right now? What y'all, man, if you don't enjoy your vacation, man, and get off this
You
feed,
finna get fired on your off day. That's what you finna. That's what you finna happen. You finna
Rob on a birthday vacation
for stealing.
Oh, Mr. J said he still be calling. Who got cussed out at work today?
But I'm a politic for like I believe college coaches in the area are not doing their due diligence when like Wood should have been tweeting out such and such was in for Milton Rice. And I didn't see that one time. And that's not because Woods don't know how to do that or doesn't believe in doing that. Because he's an advocate for his players, a players program at Hurricane Lane. But I just feel like, and I hate, and I'm gonna call my JUCO brethren out, and my other brethren, D2, D3. Y'all know Milton is really good, but you don't want to show your hand and give him that offer because you don't want nobody else to go scoop him up. I get it. Y'all did y'all hard work. Y'all listen, and you're trying to hope he fall to you in January, February because he's scram. Milton ain't one of them kids, dog. Milton is really good at his craft, and he will get you a contract. Like, and I'm not talking about a shoe contract. I'm talking about a contract at another university because you found you one. But that's it for the politicking because Milton wouldn't even want me doing that for him. That's how modest and a good kid he is. Madison Bob walked into the next pro premier all-star game year before last. Didn't really know her name, but she made me familiar with her game. Needless to say, walked out of that game. Oh, the funny part, let me give you a little backstory. They gave me the team. They picked all the good kids, right? And you're in the all-star game, so everybody good. But they took the good kids and they took all the hype. Okay, I ain't care. I ain't care not one bit. Madison accepted the challenge and superseded all my expectations. Walked out with the game MVP and then went on a tear in her high school year. Went balling. And then this summer showed the rest of the world that she was a high-level D1 point guard. So Madison Bob is a baller that you don't know about. Milton Rice is a baller that you don't know about. But I liken them to a Jamal Crawford and what's my girl from Phoenix? Not Brittany Griner, not Tarasi. The light-skinned one. Dang, I gotta do better. Either way, she's a piece you need, and she gonna go get you in the crunch time. And she led Hightower to a good season last year, so it's nothing but up for them.
Clearbrook, you got Christian Brown. I gotta stop saying true freshman because that's a college thing. That's how you know I've been talking on the phone. Incoming freshman, or he is a freshman, Christian Brown and Rosia Castillo. Clearbrook.
And at the making of this list, Rosaria Castillo was cooking. She was a 16U EYBL player, playing at the highest of levels. And TABC came around, and unfortunately, the injury bug got hold to her, and she tore her ACL. So the closest she'll be back is February. But I've been watching Rosaria for 2 years. She grew up playing AAU with Tally. Um, think about Rondo. Rondo, true leader, cerebral. Your teammates like you. Um, just a fun kid to be around and a great guard. So when she comes back, it's it's is she not gonna miss a beat. Coach can't. I talked to a coach yesterday. Her coach can't keep her out the gym from trying to shoot one-legged jumpers, and she's not even cleared for contact yet. So that lets you know what type of kid that is and what type of mentality. She loves the game. And you got the Clearbrook gentleman.
Yeah, Christian Brown, incoming freshman. He was at Lucas B Elite Camp. This was not this past weekend, but the weekend before. See, my weekends are in together. He tested number 2 in vertical jump overall. Speedy. He's athletic. He can get to the rim. He can shoot the long ball. It's going to be interesting to see what he does. As a freshman, over there at Clearbrook High School this year for the Wolverines. C King, and then we're done. So C King got a double dynamic here. You got Logan and Kennedy Alexander, and then Jamar Franklin and Brooklyn Alexander. So you got the twins. And so I gave Brooklyn a guard because she's considered a big for C King. So I gave her the guard. And they got Kennedy listed as a small forward. So I gave her big and Logan.
And G Day, you've been hanging out with your boy. You didn't got the girl because you're absolutely right. The Kennedy twins are Tulsa commits. High level.
The Alexander twins.
I said the Kennedy twins
because Kennedy's one of them name.
Yeah, the Alexander twins, high level kids, Tulsa commits. One plays on the wing a little bit better and could dribble and handle it a little bit better. The other one feeds off her sister, moves well without the ball, can knock down the 3 ball, can hold your bigger player because she's used to doing the dirty work in the post and rebounding. But those are 2 young ladies that, although they missed the playoffs last year, I expect big things for them in that group of death out there with Sea King, Summer Creek, Atascocita, Humble, Beaumont, Westbrook. I know it's a tough district, but they got a new point guard from Louisiana there. So that and then they got Momina Kassim, Coach Trey's prodigy that can really shoot the 3 ball. I think that's going to put those kids in their natural position because they had a bunch of forwards playing the point because they really didn't get a lot out their point guard position last year, and that really hurt them late in games because the twins would be so gassed from having shoot the ball, rebound the ball, defend the ball, press the ball, everything with the ball. So now they can kind of delegate and they got a point guard that you're not going to take the ball from. And as long as she plays high level basketball, they'll be in the playoffs.
Okay. Jamar, shifty guard, was at St. Thomas Episcopal, St. Thomas Catholic, not Episcopal. Last year, Clearbrook, the 2 years before that. Last year, help. And I just wrote this in the article as prospect watch for point guards to see. St. Thomas Catholic went 31-3 last season. I do believe that's the best record in school history. He led the team in points per game, assists, steals. He was the machine that made it go. and so it's going to be interesting. It's fun to see him team up with Logan and the transfer from DC, Christian Thomas, two guys who
Lucas Camp.
was at Lucas Camp, just dropped his film. Two guys you can throw alley oops to, who can rim run, and so that should be fun for him. Last year he had that, with the Michael Oakes and the Jake Pike. So for him, it's just going to be like riding a bike.
And they got Coach Mobley from Dallas Madison, who is I'm interested to see how he approaches that district as well, because it's the district of death on both sides. But if everybody plays how they should play, things should look up for C.E. King this year. Yeah, Ken Dean. We watched Summer Creek go from third one night to fourth the next morning, back to second by Tuesday. Matter of fact, shout out Kyle Morgan, mama. That's who I was watching the standings with. She was like, my nerves. If we'd have won this game, we'd have been out. That's how it is in that district. You could have a bad Friday, Saturday night, and then on Tuesday, waking up in the promised land. So, it'll be interesting to clock it.
So that's it for our high school duos, boy and girl. Mr. Yates did throw us a wrench here. I don't know who the girl is. Maybe you do. But he said Westbrook got a duo, Ashton Simmons and Paris Nixon.
I couldn't think of the girl that left after J.C. Denley graduated, Mr. Yates. That's on me. But like I said, you the plug.
So I'm putting them down on our list and putting the asterisk by them. I'm writing it right now.
Now I got to catch a C.E. King like Beaumont Westbrook game. Because I ain't going to lie, I get to see Beaumont Westbrook because they come to the city and they hoop. They play in the city three times. They play at Atascocita, C.E. King, Summer Creek. Oh, and
they play
4 times in the city.
Yeah, because the district.
Yeah. So, like, I might catch one of those games. But I appreciate you, Mr. Hey, send them shots off for yourself. Send them shots off for yourself.
Oh, hold on. Let me get to him, man. Let me get to him.
Grayson, why do you got that in your mouth? Hey, you know what? After last week's show, I'm surprised people tuned in because I definitely thought they canceled us last week.
Oh, with all the arguing at the first.
Hey, them first 30 minutes last week was, oh man, I definitely thought we was never gonna recover.
Man, appreciate that, Coach Jones. But before we get to the preseason jam, it is a kid that I forgot when you was talking about Gasso Waco. I was at the Gassos in Waco this past Saturday. Andrew Omo is his name. He's a white kid, about 6'4". I'm talking about, you remember Hayden Hefner that went to Nederland?
Mm-hmm.
Talking about stupid bounce like him. Like, this boy, he was dunking on everybody. He go to some little tap school called Live Oak Classical out of Waco. He's only a junior, but I'm talking about
he was bouncing.
I'm talking about his. This was at the rim. He caught an alley one time, looking like, and looked down and just I thought he was gonna put his arm in, like. But and talk to him. Basketball's not even his sport. He just does it just to be doing it. He's a pitcher.
Say, bro,
He got a 92 mile per hour fastball, he said.
Hey, these baseball kids just be out here playing in the AC doing nothing. Doing nothing. They in the AC. Y'all complaining about this. Forget a foul. No, bro, you gotta play multiple sports. Hey, y'all kids out here playing basketball year round. Still sorry.
My bad was, man. My bad was that I ain't talked to him about.
Hefner, brother.
Oh, I didn't know he had a brother. I just know about Hayden Hefner. He played with the Defenders. He was a 2020. Went to A&M. Didn't really play at A&M. But he was very athletic. But this kid is more athletic. But
Hey, that boy Hefner caught an alley on the bounce. We was at I think we was at Wheatley's. Man, no. Hey, hey, hey. You better wait. Hold on. Let me straighten up for this. You better swear to your Packers Jesus that you be hating to, that you the little voodoo doll you be hating on, that we do not be within the fourth quarter. I'm calling you 77 times in a row. You better pick it up. Like you better because y'all look like ass money for the 99 and the 2000, and we supposed to be rebuilding. I'm pulling up all the tweets, Kobe. All the tweets. Week 3, we ready. Like Archie Eversole, we ready. We didn't beat Atlanta today, but that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Monday Night Football, I'm on your head. Y'all better win. Y'all better win convincingly. Convincingly, Jacoby. Who y'all got at quarterback? Oh, Derek Carr throwing the ball at the ground. But hey, Jacoby don't know who to cheer for. The Yankees trash. LSU out here beating on the homeless. Like Jacoby, hey, it's gonna be a rough sports season for you, my boy. I'm on your head top ASAP. Pause.
yeah, man. Appreciate it, Coach Jones. Man, I'm still reading Jacoby messages. So make sure you tune in to us. For that, man. I can give y'all a quick rundown, man. This is year number 4, PreSeason JAM. First year was at the gym out in Humble, Texas. Had 18 teams. It was a really good year. And then some things were said on the show about paycheck coaches. So then the second year, they try to blackball us, try to cancel us out. Only had 6 teams the second year. Then I finally caught some coaches and asked them, like, man, what's up, man? You kind of went cold turkey on me. And they basically kind of told me why. It's like a little message thread going around with coaches. Don't play in, don't do this, blah, 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 blah. Cool. We still did it regardless. Whoever want to play. I'm not going to chase a team. I just ask. And so if they decide to register, we're going to play. I'm going to try to get them the best matchups as possible of other teams that, play the event. Last year number 3, we was at the ULH Event Center, off of the Beltway, 3-court facility. Had 22 teams last year. And that, that was fun. And then from there, a lot of coaches start talking to other coaches. This year had to cap it at 32. Got 32 teams this year. So it's going to be fun. We have the MI3, the only place that could house us. Next year's goal is going to be 64. I'm going to cap it at 64 teams next year. And we just thankful, man, honestly.
I could name a moment from each of the preseason jams that was a defining moment for each year, but I'll say that for the documentary. Because the preseason jam kind of determines and dictates how high school is gonna go for certain programs and certain kids. But yeah, I'm proud of what Team and Rob built G-Day.
And you know what's crazy? We always find at least 3 hidden gems at the preseason jam who end up having good high school seasons and go D2 at least. It was like nobody's.
The first year was JoJo.
Yeah.
The first year was JoJo, bro. I'm telling you, I walked into that gym sleepy eyed as hell, tired, beat up, barely there. And just oh man, the stuff that he was doing in that game, and I was just like, ain't nobody talked about him. G-Day was like, man, I seen them, wrote them up, and then what? Year 3 for me was kind of dope because we got to see kids like Jalen Bernard like went off.
Yeah.
Like KJ McMurray went off. KJ Murray. Like it like dog, it's just so much good basketball when you're not looking for good basketball. And you just want to see teams play hard and compete.
Oh no, Coach Jones, I never forget anybody, man, because I appreciate y'all for opening up y'all doors and letting me come in to just the regular high school games. So I appreciate that. Honestly, I do, because it's a lot of schools who I get turned away from. And guess what? It's still no bitterness towards them. Yeah, I be mad in the moment. I pull the man, you don't know who I am type of car, but then I just like it is what it is. It's not necessarily the coach's fault, but I just keep it moving, man. Go to the next game or go to some little game. Like I did a lot of private school games because I couldn't get into a lot of games. It was cool. I went and caught some basketball. Just a basketball junkie, aficionado, whatever, however you want to label it. But yeah, let's get into this field of teams real quick. Preseason jam, man. 2K23 edition.
Dog, you talented, bro.
And so that's our field of 32 teams, man.
Not with the Jeezy, with the NBA Jam over. Say, bro, they don't. Hey, G-Day. They don't see the creativity right there, like at all, like. But with all that being said, go ahead and talk about the teams. I gotta go check on Grayson for 2 seconds.
All right, no, you good. Yeah, like oh man, my mic fell down. But no, really excited about year 4, man. Uh, preseason jam will be at MI3 this Saturday, September the 23rd. First game will start at 10 o'clock. Last game starts at 5 p.m. The schedule is up right now on the Exposure app. So you can go over there. You can check out the schedule. Also, the schedule is also on bshscouting.com. On the homepage, as soon as you log on bshscouting.com, you'll see it. You can click on it, get to the schedule, or you can go to the actual PreSeason JAM event on bshscouting.com as well and find the schedule there, man. Like I said, really excited, really thankful to all the coaches who are participating. I know y'all wanted more than 2 games. Ken Dean, man, I just like to keep it at 2. The first 2 years, I did 4 games. I did 4 games, and you do 2 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday. But a lot of teams after that first year, they did complain about doing the 2 Saturday and 2 Sunday. They said that was kind of a lot. And I get it. A lot of high school coaches are used to having, their weekends is my weekend, and my weekends don't start until the season starts. And so since it's before the season, so I just said, okay, well, I'll give them 1 day. I'll make it a 1-day shootout. Everybody play 2 games. And so that's the format that we went with. And I think that's the reason why it grew the way that it did, was just a 1 day. That eliminates all excuses. If you got a lot of excuses why you can't play, then don't, you can go somewhere else and play. I'm not, like I said earlier, I don't do all the begging, please, come on. If you don't want to play, it's cool. I'll still, come in to your games, watch your kids, talk about your kids, still help out in that manner, because that's not what it's about. It's just, I'm just trying to put an event together, and I just want it to be a good event. I want the matchups to be good matchups. I want everybody to have a good, fun experience, and just to see some good basketball being played. Maybe play against some teams that you won't play against in the regular season, especially with crossover matchups like private schools and public schools that we don't really get to see a lot as well. So that's just where I stand on it. Aldine, as you've seen, Aldine, we playing Atascocita. They have a lot of players. They're going to be fun, exciting. Jalen Finner, Jakai Kentave, Adam Boyd, Jarrell Barron, Chase Ashby. They're always loaded. It was just different because normally Atascocita, when they play, they put in 2 teams. But Coach Martinez said, no, we're going to do 1 team. So that was interesting. So, they usually split them up, but they're just doing 1 team. Shout out to Brenham, coming all the way from Brenham to participate, to play. I also was networking when I was in Waco, talking with some teams up there. So next year, we'll be stretching out a little bit further, grabbing teams from, different areas as well, to try to get you guys those matchups from teams from other cities and other regions that you may not play in the regular season also. Got Cinco Ranch in. Big shout out to the other Coach Jones at Cinco Ranch. Rapped with him. Excited to participate, man. Excited to have them. Prince and Dylan both talked about them earlier. Young duo, young backcourt. They're going to be exciting, fun to watch. Side Park High School. Been playing since year 1 as well. Shout out Coach Denson and crew. They got Royce Shelton over there, incoming freshman, who's supposed to be really good, really tough. So we'll see what he got. Side Ridge, another team. Shout out Coach Gabe. Been down from day 1 as well, man.
He gonna have a purple shirt on in the stands.
He gonna come with his Q Dog gear on. No, Coach Gabe, good people, man. I think this year Side Ridge will be a playoff team from within their district. So So it's going to be interesting to see. And he got some young pieces over there. And so he has a lot of kids who've been playing varsity since freshmen. All those kids are juniors and seniors this year. And then he's got some incoming freshmen who's pretty good as well. Rome's son is one of them. So it's going to be interesting to see. Cy Ridge Dickinson, shout out Coach Wilson. Always call him the stomper of the year as far as coaches. You know, he likes to wear them dress shoes and stomp on the court. Get his players' attention, man. Shout out to those guys coming over. Shout out Coach Patel, first year head coach at Dobie. You know, he was with Katie Jordan last year. First year at Dobie. They're coming over. Empowering Others Prep. That's, you know, Anthony Willis, who used to be on the show with us, bringing his program over. Also got to catch them. They played in Waco this weekend as well. They're going to be okay. They just got to learn how to play with each other, and they'll be fine. That's what preseason and fall ball is all about, though. Shout out Fort Bend Bush, Coach Gay, and those guys. He got some young talent as well. Fort Bend Christian, that's Jacoby, who got on here to be the baller plug antagonist earlier.
Hold on.
Jacoby, the assistant coach now over at Fort Bend Christian.
Hold on. Say, hey, you bothered me all summer about Aaron Rodgers ain't tell me you went and got paid. Hey, Jacoby, put money on the game. You didn't win out here and got a better job. I know what they doing over there at Fort Bend Christian. But my boy Big Baby said, I know what y'all doing over there.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jacoby, call my phone, bro. Really, G-Day?
Yeah.
He left St. Pius.
Yep, he's over there with Coach Scott. Yeah.
But you know what? I originally met Jacoby with Coach Scott. So that's just like the Bash Brothers being back again. Like, so I know Jacoby over there, he care about them kids. They're gonna be looked out for, and they're gonna play good basketball. Oh,
okay. I didn't know. I know Paul DeWall, little brother, moved back.
Oh.
That's why Coach Gay was so excited about. He said, I got something special for you.
Oh.
Okay, Coach Gay, man. Secret's out now, man. Shout out to the connected one, man. My guy, Mr. Yates, man.
What's up, John Mama? What's up, Had Knot?
What's going on, everybody, man? Good. We get to see a revamped Good Vision.
Is it revamped or is it PSAT West?
Well, PSAT East, PSAT West.
Like, I mean, DJ got the kids he kind of started out with. I'm able to say got his kids back. Not nobody on kids, but y'all know what I mean. It's good to be able. A lot of reuniting going on. Jacoby back with Coach Scott. DJ got the kids that he started the journey with during the COVID. I like this. I like how it's wrapping up. A bunch of storylines.
No, it is definitely. So it's gonna be interesting to see them play. Got them playing the Tascasita in one of the games. So that's gonna be a fun game to watch. And Good Vision is bringing both their national and their regional team. You know, national is really more. It's just varsity. Regional is like a JV team. Goose Creek Memorial's playing. Houston Christian decided to hop in this year. You know, they got a lot of talent over there as well. With Montana, Chris Allen, you just named those guys. Carter Sigler, who won SBC last year. And then they add in D.A. Rainey from Katie Taylor, who was another kind of big stock riser. You know, finally growing into his body, 6'6". Handles looking real smooth. He's not tripping over his own feet anymore. So he was a really interesting get for them.
I mean, but Katie Taylor looked the part at the McDonald's Invitational when we saw them last year.
Yeah, and they made the playoffs.
Yeah, and they were just a little bit inexperienced, didn't have a household name, but they
Mm-hmm.
figured it out. So that's not a surprise. What I tell you about that group of guys with Coach Crandall, Coach Will, and Coach Moore, they do their homework. Like you're not gonna never catch them unprepared. That's like Jesus with no communion. Like what bro, G Day. We didn't walk into some games like, damn, did y'all look at tape? Like, but when you walk into a Houston Christian game, what you gonna say? This shouldn't be a dogfight. Who the last person to blow out Houston Christian?
That's a good one. I can't say off the top of my head, like just honestly.
That's all I'm saying. Like, it don't matter about talent at times, because good coaching will get you a lot of places. So but anyway, talk your talk.
No, we got Katie Jordan doing a black team and a gold team. He always splits them in half. Shout out to the original. I don't know if I can call him the original Coach Jones because I got the little Coach Jones and the big Coach Jones and shit. So they brothers, but and I call him the original Coach Jones because when he was at George Ranch, he was the first coach who opened the doors and let me come in and do what I do. A lot of people, denied me when I first moved here. But he was the first one to ever like, oh yeah, man, you can come to school, man. He had Dalen Dean, he had Noah Thompson, he had other kids. They was tough, and then that same year that they went to regionals. Almost won.
Hey, and to be honest, he did something he didn't have to do. He let me interview him as soon as they won to go to that game right before regionals on the floor, like in front of Coach Jones always been 100, like
Mm-hmm.
always love. And I remember when I heard he was leaving, I was like, oh no, we gotta protect. And he was like, oh no, G Dot, he good. He going to Katie Jordan. I was like, okay. And then lo and behold, he didn't turn that into what their first playoff was last year. School only been around 2
Well, no, the year
years.
before because it was 5A. So that last year it was 6A, but the year before that was 5A. But yeah, that was the second official varsity season though. So that's kind of crazy, kind of big. Well, yeah, shout out Coach Jones, man. We'll never forget about the little people like Coach Jones, man. Klein Oak, man, Coach Irvin, another coach who came in. Nobody was talking about Klein Oak Panthers basketball. Nobody. I had to go back and look. Nobody had them picked to make playoffs. I'm talking about like on TABC, nothing. And they went to the regional championship in Region 2.
And was a half away?
Yeah. Maybe? Yep, from going to state. And so he said he wanted to get in on the action. So shout out Coach Irvin. Laporte got a new coach over there. Go ahead.
Real quick, go back to Coach. D King brought Coach Irvin on the show.
He did for an interview. Yep.
And then they go on the run.
Yep.
And that's crazy what happened when you fuck with the shot clock. Anyway, keep going. Laporte got what? I just had to put a commercial right there. My bad.
No, I got you. Laporte High School got a new coach, new head coach over there. My guy, Coach Ant Steven, man. Salute to him. He put his boys in. He's not there's a lot of coaches who they didn't care about the matchups, but he's like, I don't have a lot, but whoever you put us against, we're gonna play. Hey man, I like that. Like he about changing the culture. So
I drove 40 minutes to go record them, and I haven't mixed the tape yet on purpose. because I wanna wait because I know what they got. I don't think nobody else quite knows, and I just want to see the before and the after, and we gonna make it a big deal. But other than that, I always got something tucked in the stash, and I just want to. What's up, Coach Bundy? We know you care.
We know you care, Coach.
We
Coach,
know.
I put together some good matchups for y'all to come check out, man. I put together some good matches for y'all to come check out. Legacy Prep Christian, um, Tap School. Uh, they said they want to get in on the action as well. Want to play against a couple of public schools they don't get to see. Uh, Shout out to that coach for reaching out. Legacy School of Sports Science, they putting their varsity team in there. Shout out to Coach PJ and Coach Patrick Pellerins over there now, who was at Grace Christian. And he's kind of, I don't want to use the word GMing, but
No.
he's GMing the situation over there and kind of forcing their hand to play. So shout out to Legacy School of Sports Science, their varsity team. They'll be playing in the PreSeason JAM. Coach Cato is a cool dude, and he's been trying to get in it. It's just he could never get everybody else on the same page as he was. But with Coach Patrick Pellerin over there, he just forced it. He said, "No, this is what y'all doing, and that's just it." So, shout out to all those guys over there at Legacy Sports School of Sports Science. May Creek, Coach Joe Gibson. So we're gonna get to see Gibson and Jamal Cretan in action together. We got Milby. Milby's coming over. New head coach. He was assistant coach last year. He's bringing his team over. You got Nimitz, Coach Taji, who normally on the feed. He's not on here today. They wanted more than 2 games. Coach Dean's on here to advocate for him. So maybe next year. Maybe for those who want to play 3 games, I'll add a 3rd game. I wrote that down on a piece of paper, by the way.
I mean, they could play against Plug University. I mean,
yeah. If they want to do an extra game, I can. Yeah, we got a team for them, man.
We can do some things.
We got to change it from university. We got to call it
Plug High.
Yeah, Plug High or Plug Prep, man.
Oh no! I got one for you. Plug Institute of Technology.
There you go.
Come to the pit. Come to the pit.
Yeah, because we don't only offer basketball, we offer gaming as well. That's another thing we're gonna get back on too. That
hey man, you
I don't forget, man.
Hey G-Day, man, I seen boys take the idea, it didn't work for them, abandon it.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Shout out to Maury Abram.
We had to let them crash, man.
Shout out to Maury Abram. But yeah, nah, the lineup loaded. I don't know where I want to be. I definitely know I can't just sit and watch games because people gonna be like, "Oh, you not recording?"
Mm-hmm. And don't worry about we're gonna have T shot that, B shot that. We're gonna have all the shot. We're gonna have the shot that's there working.
They gonna pull up. One thing about T and Beezy, they come out the woodwork. Hey guys, what's good? You be like, I ain't heard about you in 3 weeks. T, where you been, baby?
Yeah. Where leave off at Pearland High School, new head coach over there, Coach Brown. He has his son over there, Devin Brown, sophomore, as well as another sophomore transfer that they have, Byron. What's Byron's last name? Bibbs. See, I said it right. All right, Byron Bibbs is over there as well. Interested to see what those young duo can do. South Houston, Coach Watson. Man, they're gonna be tough. They're gonna be good. It's gonna be fun to watch them. Another coach the second coach I mean, I take mental Rolodex of these things. The second coach, and he wasn't even head coach, but opened the door and let me come do what I do, man. Shout out Coach Watson.
Coach
He's a
Washington.
program changer.
I was just about to. He doing the social over there. He done changed the culture over there. They winning over there. They walking around with a swag. You might as well call that Southside Houston. The way they moving over there. And then also he got one. He got a freshman G Day. We seen it.
Yeah, Xavier Muhammad. Yeah.
Whenever you ready to blow, dog, how many talented freshmen we've come across just by just being in the gym?
Yeah, a lot. This 2027 class is gonna be fun. They're gonna be fun. Mr. Yates, this Saturday, September 23rd, in my 3. That's where we'll be at. 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. St. Pius is playing as well. St. Thomas Episcopal, Coach Twine, they finally playing. Interesting thing, they've been in it twice, but he's had to pull out, and I'm talking about like paid for it. Like this is where I respect Coach Twine. Paid for it, pull out, and says put that to another team and let them come play. And I tried to give I ran into Coach Twine at Club 13, trying to give him money for put money into the event. He'd be like, "No, man, that was for another team. We just couldn't make it. I had to change. We had to change plans."
Ran into him where G-Day?
Oh, at Club 13, man.
Hey, you seen how that boy Darren Moore hugged James Harden?
Yeah, they back together.
You almost got me fired. Yeah. Hey, you see how comfortable he was after James made it unfucking comfortable, huh? Like, yeah. It get real different when you get the tweeting out here, bro. But anyway, back on task. I just thought that was hilarious. Side note.
Yeah. Woodlands Christian Academy. Coach Jason T. He's taken over as head coach. He's been a long time assistant coach over there, but now he's the head coach. So he put the boys in it. Gonna be interesting to see what they look like. They also added Howie King from Concordia Lutheran. So yeah, it's gonna be fun to see them there. One of the games they're matched up with Dickinson, so that's gonna be interesting to see just the scrappiness of Dickinson versus
Kasim Boyd and David Chong.
Yep.
Versus Howie King and Trace
Lucy and Morgan Lucy. Yeah.
I see you at the matchups, G-Day. You done with the schedule?
Oh yeah, it's out. Schedule's out. Sent it to all the coaches first. They got the schedules first, and then I put it out publicly at about 2 or 3 p.m. Westfield High School, Coach Goffney, another guy who's program changer, went over to Westfield. I remember this like it was yesterday. Kicked everybody off the varsity team and started over, brand spanking new. No people who was the returning varsity players did not play basketball that year, and they had they still had a winning season and been winning ever since. Shout out to Coach Goffney and what he does and what he brings to the table. Wheatley, shout out to Wheatley as well, man. Coming back to playing it again, and then Willis High School also.
Is there a way we can get DJ Lagway on the court? Can he coach?
Man,
Can he?
I'm mad at myself again, man, because out Friday I was going to go to the game. This is on me. This is me. Friday, because I was playing Oak Ridge, and so Oak Ridge got the 2 D linemen who go on D1. I'm like, oh, that's going to be a great battle, man. 2 defensive linemen who going high major D1. DJ Lagway going to University of Florida, Elite 11 quarterback. man, they're gonna be coming up. Hey, he ate them up, man. He put up another one of them Madden.
Wait. They played Conroe this week. Grand Oaks got to be this weekend.
No. They played Oak Ridge. Oak Ridge last weekend.
Oh, last weekend. Okay. I was about to say
Oak Ridge got the 2 kids. They're both ESPN 300s.
Yeah.
They play Oak Ridge.
They walked through Conroe. They treated Conroe like it was a puddle.
He playing like he on all Madden right now. Just he coasting.
We need to get there.
He coasting. I definitely got to pull up on him. Definitely got to pull up on him. Coach Bondage, man, you got to go check out the schedule. It's on bsascouting.com. As soon as you type it in and you hit enter or whatever on your computer, on your phone, it'll be the first thing that you see, PreSeason JAM. Click on the logo. It'll take you straight to the schedule. Or you can go to the Exposure app and type in PreSeason JAM, pull it up that way. And then you can see the actual schedule. I knew I wasn't going to have time to go through the whole entire schedule on the show. But I did want to highlight the teams and thank everybody for participating. And we do also have Pro Vision Academy on standby if they need to fill in for any teams who can't participate in the last minute as well, man. But yeah, we appreciate y'all. And once again, one more time, I gotta say it again. I said I was gonna say it 5 times. I said it twice. Sorry. We appreciate everybody who tunes into the show. The playbacks numbers have been really big on the playback. Like after the live show is actually over, so people watching it throughout the week. The biggest numbers that we've had this season. So we owe that to y'all as well for sharing, retweeting, liking the show. Y'all pushing the algorithm. It kind of spreads it out to other people who maybe never tuned in before, never seen it. So the numbers on the playback are huge right now. And so appreciate that. A couple people reached out about us maybe turning it into a podcast so that they can listen to it while they be driving, going to work, blah, blah, blah. And so their view's not obstructed by trying to watch us and trying to drive. We don't want nobody getting in no accident saying it was because of the shot clock why they got no car crashes. And so, that's something I'm going to talk with the fellas about. And like Baller Plug said, maybe we'll release like older stuff because we still want y'all to kind of tune in to push the algorithm numbers on this side of things as well, man. But that's it, man. That's what we got, man. That high school duos, I think that's going to go crazy on Twitter. When I do the voting for the kids, then when we actually play those games in the springtime, it's gonna be really fun. Man, where you at this weekend, man?
I'm at a top secret location doing the week. I'm at the PreSeason JAM this weekend, baby.
Yes, sir, man. I hope to see all y'all there, man. Like, PreSeason JAM, MI3 Center, 11:35. Ella Crossing Drive, Houston, Texas, 10 a.m. first game tips, 5 p.m. the last game tips. Make sure y'all go check out the schedule on bsascouting.com or on the Exposure Basketball app right now on your phones, man. Go ahead. What was you saying?
It's too late to call Mr. Woodbury. We need a DJ, bro. We need somebody with the tunes.
Oh, no. It ain't too late.
We need somebody with the tunes.
It ain't too late.
But it's crazy what kind
we got medical staff on deck and everything. Just want to let y'all know, man.
Crazy how smooth the show run when it's just 2 media people out here on the and not
Rob, stay on vacation, man.
Not a bunch of screaming heads out here. I miss my guy Doug though. Like Doug,
I send it to Doug. I know Doug be busy on Sunday.
Doug been in the football trenches too. Salute Doug's dozens.
Mm-hmm.
Ken Dean, what you gotta check your calendar for? Boy, I seen your timeline. All you do is drink good and eat good. Hey, look how
Ken Dean gonna be coaching in the event, man.
Hey. Ken Dean, you better be coaching You better not let the kids coach. Matter of fact,
Tamika, y'all playing, right? Y'all playing, Miss Tamika, huh?
public service announcement. If I see y'all out here with these kids coaching kids, I'm gonna tell you, you fucked those kids over by not having them a coach. No, these kids not like ultimate elite and can police themselves. Nah, those days are gone. That ship has sailed. Like, bro, you know who we need to bring back? Bring back Matt Branch coaching at Tascasita. Like,
Well, they got
they got guys, but that's
Alpha Flex.
yes, that's what. But that's
Yeah.
where I get that from. Like, bring back real basketball guys that care about their local schools, because I'm tired of seeing kids coach themselves. Like, no, they can't be coached. You gonna let them coach themselves? Boy, y'all, wow, it's crazy out here. Y'all trying to figure out why they not high IQ. You got to keep high IQ people around them. But I know, Ken Dean, we need more like you. With all that being said, like, you know, I ain't trying to diss high school coaches, but I will. Ain't no PV don't let kids coach kids. Y'all ain't been no 4 state championships. You don't coach them kids for foul ball. God, no. Anyway, off my soapbox. Let's get up out of here, G. That's 9:01.
It is, man.
Ain't paying extra minutes.
We made good timing today, man. We made good timing, man. Man, until next time, y'all be blessed, man. Make sure that y'all pay it forward to somebody, some way, some shape, somehow. It don't always have to be a financial pay it forward. It could be something nice, something kind. You know, Miss Tamika pointed out the fact that I be eating good and fancy. And so I went to a restaurant called Astor Farm to Table, African cuisine / Venezuelan cuisine. It was really nice. They had a live singer in there. She was singing. I won't say, you know, what I tipped her, but you know what I tipped her kind of broke her down. And so just sometimes you just got to pay it forward. Like, and it don't always have to be, like I said, financially, or when you're in the drive through, you don't have to be, hey, how much the person order behind me. You just never know who's going through what. It could be kind words. You know, it could just be tell, hey man, keep your head up, man. You never know. Also, before we go, make sure that y'all keep Jared Harris and his family in y'all prayers, as he lost a loved one. Make sure y'all keep him in your prayers, man. And I want everybody to have a blessed week. Try to be positive. I know it'd be hard, especially us in the educational field. We can do this. We can make it through. But yeah, y'all be blessed, man. Until next time, where that button at, man?
You fancy.
Before we go, man, shout out Coach Prime, man. We seen Tyler Relf and all them online talking crazy. The white people was getting comfortable talking about this what he asked for, this what he get. But we seen y'all come out your shells. We seen it. They came through and they got the win. Y'all can't wait for him to lose. And when he lose, he's still gonna be fine. It's okay. It happens. Everybody can't win every single game every single time. But y'all are waiting for it to happen. Like y'all are happy about the potential failure of a loss of a football game, man. Come on.
The third quarter, they turned their back on them, G. They in real time.
Oh, timeline was going crazy. They was coming out the woodworks.
So with that being said, you know, it's at least it's good to see who prepared for your downfall.
Yeah.
And it's good. Like, but at the same time, that's how you know some people, like my boy Robert had to say, some people are fanatics. You know, they just like I wanted to see a good game. Yeah, I got them jokes off. Yeah, we thought it was gonna be about 50, but guess what? We saw some kids get some money that night. That kid Horton, tip my hat. He ain't run from the pressure.
Speaking of money, did y'all see how many? Everybody so worried about him losing. You see how many times he was ran on a commercial during his game?
That boy was selling almonds, sunglasses, insurance, college football,
and chicken.
And chicken.
And y'all just worried about him losing. Oh my man, I'm leaving it alone.
Yeah, because Aaron keep texting the group chat and I'ma block him.
Y'all be blessed, man. Don't pray for your enemies' downfall, man. Pray for your enemies. You know that's worse than praying for their downfall. Pray for them to be prosperous. Let them know that you want them to be prosperous. And just watch the grimace on their face, man. But y'all be a blessing out there to somebody. Till next time we go, man. This is the Shot Clock. We out.